So you want to know what the cost of getting started with print on demand is in 2025 and beyond. It is by far the lowest cost business model that probably exists on the planet. And if you're looking for the step-by-step blueprint to creating a $5,000 to $10,000 plus per month print on demand business in as little time as possible, then make sure you check out the first link in the description below and take a look at it, because it's in-depth, it's comprehensive, and it's giving you every step that you need to take to be able to achieve the goals that you want to make. I love it. So let's get into it. So we're going to do the Etsy versus Shopify. I'm going to give you the must-haves that you'll need for each in terms of what you can expect to pay in the costs, and then give you the nice-to-have, so where you can have a business once you're profitable, operating as efficiently as possible, as cost-efficiently as possible. So let's get into it. First up, we're going to start with Etsy. So the three areas that I'm going to cover here is the sign up, the research, and the design. And this is the lowest cost alternative to getting started with print on demand in 2025. So first up, with Etsy, you're going to have that one-off Etsy sign-up fee. So that's going to be $15. And the reason why they put this into place was to remove all the scammers that were over there. It was getting absolutely ridiculous. So I actually really, really like that they've done that. It is a one-off fee. So once you've paid that and you've got your store set up, you won't need to pay that again. The thing that you will need to be mindful of is there's Etsy subscriptions as well, and that is about, I think that's the $10 to $15 per month as well. And once you're profitable, that's when you can use that, because that allows you a better ability to get seen and that kind of thing. It's not necessary. You can certainly start without it, and I encourage you to do that. The Etsy transaction fees, so they're going to be 6.5%. The processing fee is 3% plus 0.25% with processing. And then if you make a sale from offsite ads, that's a further 15%. So what you need to be mindful of, those transaction fees, now 20 cents per listing is not a transaction fee. That is a cost to publish that product on that store. So those transaction fees only happen after someone's bought a product from you. So the only fee after you've done that Etsy sign up is the 20 cents per listing. And I'm giving a budget for your listings each month of $10, and that gives you 50 listings. That's plenty of designs that you can do and get out there, giving you that chance to make really, really good money. So next up, we've got the research, and the lowest cost research, and I encourage you to do it, is to get E-Rank, because that gives you a really good foundation to find product opportunities, keyword opportunities that can help you find those products that blow up. So without that, you have to do a lot more legwork in terms of finding what does sell. It's not impossible by any means, but you just go on Etsy and start looking through it and keeping an eye out for that Etsy bestseller or Etsy picks or that kind of thing. The little badge that sits in the top left of each of those thumbnails. But E-Rank, that's $10 per month. And then into the design, we've got Canva Pro. And depending on the product you do choose, will determine whether or not you do need Pro, because if you require a transparent PNG, it's going to cost you $15 per month, because it is a premium option over there. And particularly if you are using different design elements, you're going to want to pay that anyway. It's a very, very low cost for what it is compared to Photoshop, where it's really, really, it's enterprise type software. There's so much in there that you really don't need. And then Creative Fabrica, that's for getting a ton of different fonts. Stencil fonts are really good over there, particularly if you're working with metal art. But Creative Fabrica, it's $1 for your first month for unlimited design. So jump on there, download as much as you want, and then see whether or not you want it for the remaining month. But using those two together allow you to create some very unique type products, which is kind of cool. Bringing that all together, they are your base must-have costs over there, which is really cool. So you got that $15 one-off, you got the $10 per month for the listing fee budget. That's 50 listings each month. Remember, one of those designs could potentially go on to make you thousands upon thousands of dollars each month passively for months, if not years. You got $10 per month for E-Rank, and that's to help you find those keyword opportunities. Now the total costs. $15 one-off. You got $10 per month for the listing fees. You got $10 per month with E-Rank. The asterisk on the listing fee budget is determined by how many listings you do. If you do more than $10 worth, which is 50 of them, obviously it's going to cost a bit more. You got $15 for Canva Pro, and then you've got $20 per month for Creative Fabrica. So the total cost on getting started on Etsy is $70. You could do it without Creative Fabrica, which would bring it back to 50, but I'd encourage you to go for that as your base cost. When I first got, it's so cost efficient. It's ridiculous. When I first started, I didn't have a store. I just had to upload to a website, and then I had to use paid marketing to drive traffic to it. And that's an unlimited budget. So it really is how long is a piece of string over there. So this, powered by search engine and keywords people are looking for, and the products they're looking for, this is incredible. It's very, very efficient, particularly when you don't have to buy your products up front. Then we've got the must-haves and the nice-to-haves. So if we take a look at the Etsy sign-up fees, that doesn't change at all. But with research, we've got a couple of extra tools in there to make our job easier and more efficient as well. So we've got eRank, yep. But Everbee is a really, really cool tool for validating winning products, making sure products are already selling, and it helps you to sort through as quickly as possible to find which ones they are. It allows you to set up email, copy tags. There's so much in there that $30 per month is well and truly worth it. It's one of my favorite tools, and you'll see there's a ton of sellers that recommend it as well. And then Etsy Check is another nice one to have because it's got the niche finder in there. It helps you create multiple different headlines and descriptions and stuff like that as well. So that's for split testing once you find products that are actually selling. And then we're getting into the design. So the only extra in there is we've got Kittle for $19 per month. Again, it helps us to be starting to create really cool, unique designs. And that gives you a ton of different templates. It's getting better and better, particularly with AI. So the Kittle in there is certainly a nice to have. And then the operations. So Get Vela at $10 per month. That is going to help you with bulk updating. So if you want to add Valentine's Day to the title of all your sorts of different products, if you want tag profiles, so when you're uploading different products, you can easily just copy all your tags across. Because if you know, it's a bit cumbersome when you're trying to copy tags, going backwards and forwards. You're either doing it one by one, you have to create new spreadsheets, that kind of thing. And then Anywhere POD is amazing. All these tools that I'm sharing with you as well, they're available in the description below. They are affiliate links. You don't need to use them if you don't want. And also with regards to the Etsy sign up, if you go through the link below, you get 40 free listings. So that's going to keep your costs down in that first month as well. So on the right there, I've broken it down exactly what those tools are and what the cost is going to come out at. And that works out to be $170 per month with the must-haves and the nice-to-have costs wrapped up in there. Again, very, very cost-effective for running a business that's potentially making you thousands upon thousands of dollars. The one thing I didn't mention there is your premium subscriptions to different suppliers as well. So the reason I didn't put them in there is because they're an after cost. So they're a cost that happens once you've made a sale. So the cost efficiency there comes from when you're making sales, you join their subscription, and oftentimes they give you a better rate, which is really quite cool. So moving along into Shopify, the Shopify must-have costs. So again, sign up, design, and advertising. Advertising was a thing that we didn't put into the Etsy cost because it's not needed. You can really grow and scale your business without any advertising cost over there at all. So to sign up on Shopify, you got a $5 plan per month. First month, $1. The transaction fees are a little bit more inexpensive, so long as you're not using PayPal. They rob us no matter what. So $1.75% plus 30 cents per transaction. Again, these fees happen after you've made the sale, those transaction fees. So the other thing you got to be mindful of with these is the currency conversion costs as well. They can stack up. So it's just another cost that you need to take into account with it. Then we get into the design. We've got Canva Pro again, $15 per month. Creative Fabrica at $20 per month. I'm not going to go over the first month there being $1. And then the advertising. So a minimum budget of $1,000 per month if you're running ads on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, even Pinterest. You want to give yourself some budget and bandwidth there to be able to invest in your advertising. And it really is investment when you're following a strategy. And that's what I strongly encourage you to do. You can't just go into Meta and expect to know how to run ads. You need a clear step-by-step process to do it. That's what I teach all my students in the Products Accelerator, is how to run their ads to eliminate all the guesswork. They know exactly when to cut and scale, the rules for doing so, even the pre-validation methods. Make sure that when you move into phase 2, where you've got that heavy investment, so the $40 to $80 per design, you know that you're putting behind a product that has a good chance of making sales. And then you've got social media. Social media in 2025, in fact, for the past 2 to 3 years, has been an incredible way to go viral with your brand and make sales for the cost of your time. It is absolutely insane what you can do over there. Now, the problem with that, I have built quite substantial social media profiles in the past, niche specific, and it's very difficult still to put all your eggs into just trying to create content for your social media, hoping that it's going to result in sales. Because with print on demand, the products we create are so emotional. They're high on impulse when people do buy them. So you're still having to find your winners over there. And advertising on Facebook and Instagram just gives you a much better way to quickly identify whether a product has got viral potential or not, and whether or not you're going to be able to scale it. So then moving along, so what are the total costs of Shopify? We've got $5 per month for the Shopify starter, and that will go up to $49 or $39 per month for the Shopify basic as you scale. $15 per month for Canva Pro, blah, 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 $1,000 per month for advertising. That's where the big costs come into it. It's no good having a store if nobody's walking into it, and that's what advertising is allowing you to do, is get those eyeballs on your products, which is the most important thing that we can be doing with print on demand. The total cost there is $1,040 per month. Now, again, there may be tools that you want to use in there that I haven't put, but that is a bare bones basics of getting started with Shopify. Now, the must-haves and the nice-to-have costs with Shopify, and this is where it starts to get a little bit more expensive, right? So the basic plan, $49 per month. The transaction fees don't change. The apps that you're going to need, once you start making sales, you want to be getting reviews, picture and video reviews for your social media profiles. It helps to validate that, it gives you the social proof, right? So that's what you want to help encourage people to purchase from you. It builds the trust and whatnot. You've got Klaviyo, that's a sliding scale, starting at 0 for up to 500 emails. $9.99 for Monster Upsells, very, very good tool, particularly when you're selling things like metal art, where you've got clear products that you can upsell from there, whether it's LED lights, whether it's mounting gear, that kind of thing. But Monster Upsells worth its weight again. $30 per month for Anywhere POD. Anywhere POD is a game changer with personalized products. So a lot of apps may not have personalization built in. That one allows you to automate that process. So you upload your design and they will allow you to automatically, or the customer to automatically create the design file you need to be able to send through that to your supplier and then get it into production without you having to do each design. Without that particular tool, and that's available for you if you're directly integrating to Etsy as well, and that is an efficiency plus tool. It is incredible, and I highly encourage you to use it if you are doing any level of personalization over there. They only work with a handful of suppliers, but a lot of those suppliers are ones I recommend, like T-Launch, Shine On, Printify. They're all in there. So next we've got infinite options. So again, if you're advertising on Shopify and you want people to fill in their personalization, their details, you need to be able to collect them, and infinite options allows you to do that. Then we've got suppliers. So for Printify Premium, again, you're only paying for these suppliers and their subscriptions once you start making sales with them. It's pointless to do it beforehand unless they're giving you special mock-ups or you've got a bit of money to invest up front, which it is a business. So if you do have that, I'd encourage you to invest in these subscriptions as well. $30 per month for Printify, $27 per month for Shine On, $30 per month for Subliminator, and they're just the ones that I recommend there. Then your designs, again, we're adding Kittle into that mix there, so that's an extra $20 a month. And then advertising, again, starting at that $1,000 per month budget. So if you've got a salary or a weekly income, allocating $250 towards your testing budget is super important. And a thing with that $1,000 can go a very long way if you're very strategic about how to deploy it. So right now we're in the Valentine's Day sprint, and I'm going to share with you a special offer if you stick around about that Valentine's Day sprint, that I'm offering a special promo with a bunch of bonuses where I'm helping you make your first $10,000 by Valentine's Day. But in there, if you're strategic about it, like I was saying, because if you are advertising in a period like Valentine's Day, there's added impulse and urgency from people who are seeing your products. So naturally, they need to buy something, so the ad costs come down. Whereas if you're doing it in a part or a time of the year where there's not that urgency, it can be a little bit more expensive or a lot more expensive to actually advertise. So I've got down there on the right-hand side the total cost of all these different tools, and that's going to bring it out to $1,253 per month. So that gives you an idea of the ballpark figures to expect. Now, again, once you're at the nice to have cost with Shopify, you've got a business that's profitable, okay? So, and that $1,000 per month budget, you've got to understand that it's a mindset allocation as well as a financial allocation. So when you're first starting, it's going to take time to find those winning designs. And once you've invested in those ads, you're seeing all this data that's coming back, and it's telling you whether or not you're getting closer or further away from a product that can scale. So that's why you are investing. The only time you're wasting money on advertising is when you're not paying attention to what that data is telling you. And again, this is the sort of stuff that I cover in Pod Hacks. I strongly encourage you, if you're taking your business seriously, you need to work with someone that's been there, done that, that's doing that can help you understand this process. So on that, what I would love to do is invite you to check out the Pod Hacks Accelerator and the promo that I've got currently running to build momentum into the other holidays throughout the year. You got Mother's Day UK, Mother's Day US, you got Father's Day, the wedding season, and Q4 coming up. And you're not just doing it for this year, you're doing it for every year after that. You are learning a high income skill. And on the screen here, you've got a couple of my screenshots from some of my success over the years. I've got a hell of a lot more than that. But I would love to see you posting screenshots like this, better than this, because the potential online with print on demand is exploding. Like right now, it was predicted that it's going to grow. It's a growth industry. So in 2022, it was a $6.4 billion industry. By 2032, it's expected to grow to $64 billion. You've got the breakdown here of the different packages you can join in the program as well. Just go to go.stallhacks.com, check it out. If you want to have a chat about that, hit me up on Instagram at the Ronnie McKenzie, and we can have a chat over there. But they're the costs of getting started in 2025 with print on demand. It is an exceptional business model. I absolutely love it. I've been doing it for over 10 years now. And the things that I love about it just haven't changed. It's allowed me to spend the time with the people that I love most. You know, be there in the mornings when they're getting ready for school, do the work when they're at school, and be there in the afternoons and in the evenings with them as well, and experience all their important milestones. So, guys, thank you. Stay awesome.